Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're going to get into something, well, something pretty extreme. We're looking at what happens when high-speed data needs to, survive in the real world. And we're using a specific piece of hardware as our guide, the Kramer CP-AOCH-PF-98. It's a 98-foot pure fiber armored cable.
And it sounds simple, doesn't it? A cable. But this is not just any cable.
Not at all. I mean, you don't usually think about a cable having to endure much.
Exactly. But this thing is designed to solve two massive problems at the same time. One is sending a huge amount of data over a long distance without any loss. And the second is protecting that signal from serious physical harm. Think about a busy hospital or a factory floor.
Places where failure is just not an option.
Not an option.
Okay, so let's dig into that first problem then, the speed, the distance. What are the core performance stats that let this thing work over almost 100 feet without, breaking a sweat?
Yeah, the numbers are impressive. We're talking data rates up to 18 gigabits per second.
18? Wow.
Which supports video resolutions all the way up to 4K at 60 frames per second with full 4.4.4 color.
And for anyone who doesn't live and breathe video specs, what does 4.4.4 really mean?
It just means you're getting all the color information. It's completely uncompressed, vital for any kind of professional video work.
And the key to doing that over such a distance is the technology itself, right? This is an AOC.
That's it, exactly. It's an active optical cable. So instead of pushing electricity through copper, it actively converts the HDMI signal into pulses of light.
Okay.
And it sends that light down pure OM3 fiber. Light doesn't have the same distance limitations or interference issues as electricity.
So that's how it keeps up with all the necessary HDMI handshakes, like ED and HDCP, even over that long of a run.
Precisely. The physics of light solves the speed problem.
Okay, so problem one is solved, but that brings us to the really wild part, the armor. If you have this delicate fiber just carrying light, why on earth do you need to wrap it in what sounds like military-grade protection?
Well, because that delicate fiber has to survive the real world. It has to be pulled through walls, maybe run under some heavy equipment. It might get stepped on repeatedly.
Right. The installation environment itself is the enemy.
It can be. So this cable is built in layers. Inside, the fibers are sheathed in a corrugated stainless steel tube.
Stainless steel.
And then that tube is reinforced with Kevlar.
Kevlar. Like actually Kevlar?
The very same. So, yeah. This is not something you're going to find in your average electronics store.
No kidding. So give us some metrics. How tough are we really talking?
We are talking extremely tough. The main number to look at is crush resistance. This cable can withstand a short-term crush force of 2,000 newtons.
And translate that for us. What does that feel like?
Okay, so for you at home, that's the equivalent of 200 kilograms. Picture a fully loaded washing machine being dropped right onto the cable.
Wow. Okay. That's serious durability. So if the cable's that tough, I have to imagine the connectors are too.
Oh, absolutely. They have to be. They're gold-plated standard male HDMI connectors. But on the display end, there's a feature called K-Lock.
K-Lock.
It provides about 15 pounds of restraining force, so it can't be accidentally pulled out. The physical connection is as secure as the cable is tough.
Okay, let's touch on what are the nuances, though. Power.
Yeah.
You said it's an active cable, so it needs electricity from somewhere.
That's right, and it's directional. That's the most important thing to remember.
It's directional.
Yeah. The source end, the one you plug into your computer, it draws a tiny bit of power from the video source itself, so no extra plugs there.
Okay.
But at the display end, the electronics have to convert that light signal back into an electrical HDMI signal.
And the conversion process takes more juice.
It does. It needs consistent external power. That's why the display connector has a little USB Type-A pigtail coming off it. You have to plug that in.
So if you forget that USB connection,
you get nothing.
Yeah.
That conversion is absolutely essential for the image to appear.
So when you put this all together, what does it mean for you? This cable it's really a synthesis of incredible engineering. You have cutting-edge optical transmission, the speed of light, basically, and then you have it wrapped in Kevlar and stainless steel. It's all to ensure that 4K data gets from point A to point B perfectly, no matter the distance or the danger.
And that leaves me with a final thought, a question, really, for you to mull over. If getting a perfect 4K signal across just 98 feet requires this level of resilience, this Kevlar and steel and active power, just to guarantee the data integrity, it makes you wonder, what are the hidden vulnerabilities in all the other less protected connections we rely on every single day? It really makes you think about the physical fragility of our digital world.